Welcome back to A Shaman in Suburbia. It's good to see you all again. I wanted to tell you a little bit about the idea of working with tools. As a shaman, we use tools, sometimes symbols from nature, often, actually almost always, I think, although I'm sure always is not the exact word to use, but most of the time we do use tools that come from nature to assist us in bringing things back into their natural harmony. And maybe a side note too about that, it's not that they're really truly out of harmony, but sometimes we think that they are. So our thought creates that feeling of being disconnected from our good, from our perfection, from harmony, from fulfillment. The reality is everything you need is already there. So really what we're doing is putting ourselves back into the experience of being in harmony. And tools are something that we use to do that. Because there is something about using something special from the physical world to bring it into manifest reality here on planet Earth. And we live on planet Earth, and so that's important to us, right? So I brought out some of these you're going to be familiar with. You might have seen before in our previous episodes. I brought out some of the tools that I work with on a regular basis. We've talked about sacred space too in the past, and this lovely tray is something that is a sacred space that holds a lot of my tools. And I do switch those things out sometimes, but there's a few that have been on this tray for years now at this point. One of them that I wanted to show you today is this set of malas. They're lotus seed. I didn't make this set. But they are lotus seed, and they just feel really delicious. And I've placed them on my special tray here. And this is like a charging station for my tools. And the reason that is because I have intended that this is sacred. And so therefore it is, because energy follows intention. My thoughts and my words are very powerful, and so are yours. So whatever it is that we are saying, whatever those thoughts that we are become our words, and our words said over and over become our beliefs, and our belief creates the intention behind whatever it is that we're seeing occur. So I have intended that these are a wonderful, beautiful set of mala beads, and I use them a lot of times when I create art, or when I'm doing maybe a mantra for the world, like Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, which translates to may all beings be happy and free, and may everything I say, think, and do contribute to that end. That is a mantra that you can say for others. At the same time, you're saying it for yourself, because you're asking that all beings be happy and free. So sometimes when I'm creating, I'll wear these because these have been charged. So they are a tool that's been charged on my special sacred tray. I have other pieces that other people have given me as well that I brought out to show you today. One is a Selenite wand made by a friend of mine, Joe. He creates these, and they are just gorgeous. This one has also been bathed in the headwaters of Mount Shasta. So really special energy from nature. Selenite is seen as a clearing stone, but again, the belief that we have about that is what makes it what it is. So this is a tool that's like a spoon, and so it might be for scooping, maybe for removing things that no longer serve and cleansing that space. So maybe I want to remove some thoughts that aren't serving me anymore. I'm going to ask them to leave and move on their way, grateful for the time they were with me, but now they're heading out. So I might use that tool for that. We've talked a little bit about this little stone before. It's a blessed rose quartz. And the blessing is an intention that's been placed into the stone. And so the intention is actually what makes it more special. The idea that rose quartz is a stone for love and compassion is something that we have determined, and therefore when you feel it, maybe you feel more love and compassion when you hold it. This is a really interesting piece too that I wanted to show you. These are discs that have been placed with 18 karat gold on them. The symbol that you see here is the Sri Yantra. It's the Om sound, which is a beautiful mantra that you can use as well, seed sound. This is what it looks like in physical form. And let me explain that. So this is actually an ancient drawing. A few years back, and I can't remember how many, it could have even been 30 or more, there was an individual that was doing some work with sound, and he took sand on a tray and played different sounds, and the vibration created images in the sand. When the Om sound was made repetitively, this design appeared in the sand. This is a design that was also drawn centuries ago, and we've seen it in stone carvings and things like this many centuries ago. So they knew what the Om sound looked like even back then, and I think that's pretty amazing. So this is a clearing disc. The Om sound can be clearing if we intend it to be. Therefore, here's our Om, Sri Yantra, on a disc. I could use this to clear energy. It could be a tool to align my chakras. My cards, when I pull them, they're really just me connecting with the wisdom that's already inside of me. But sometimes I want to see it to validate what I'm already hearing. So let's play with one of these. These are Earth Magic. I think we've seen these before by Stephen Farmer. This is another cool deck called Shaman Wisdom Cards, created by Lita Richardson. So those are pretty neat too, and they have a lot of earth elements, animal totems. Today I'm just going to pull a quick card for us to connect with some wisdom for all of us today. I usually knock 3 times just to put my energy back in the cards. And while I'm doing that, I'm working on some painting, so I'm charging some of my paintbrushes on my tray just to, again, put that beautiful sacred energy into them. So let's pull a card. Let's see here. Oh, interesting. Wolf Instinct. We also have a wolf on the front of the Shaman Wisdom card. Let's see what this says. It's a really neat kind of lone wolf on a mountain. My book will tell me more about what the intention of these cards are according to the Earth Magic. It takes me a moment for my alphabet. Wolf. All right, let's pull out a piece that could be good. So the wolf is about coming back into our instincts. Now is the time to overcome limited mindset and tune into instinctual cues. Let the spirit of wolf be your teacher and call upon this benevolent being for help identifying what those specific cues are saying. Shed some of your inhibitions with the only guideline being to do no harm. I love that. Ahimsa is what we call it in yoga. Awesome. Your mind will be the receiver of information. Your body and mind can learn to work more closely with each other once again. That's harmony. So our card for today is Wolf Instinct. But it's just tapping into the wisdom that we already have. And this is a great way to reconnect with that. The last piece that I wanted to show you today is how I intend with my tree that I created. So if you remember, we've seen this tree before. I've got stones to represent the chakras. I've got the selenite at the base to keep it clear. I've got the copper to conduct the energy throughout the tree. And I've made the little being with the heart out of copper as well. So again, if I am working with somebody distant, the other day a friend of mine asked me to do some energy work and set intention for her twin boys. So I think about them and I place them in the tree, and usually I just ask that they're able to come back into alignment with their highest and best good, see the best choices for them as they move forward in life. Maybe if there's a particular health need, I might ask for the cells of the body to all come back into harmony with themselves. And I'm intending that they've been placed into the healing tree for rediscovering, remembering their highest and best good and well-being. So I hope that this helps a little bit today to understand that the wisdom that we have is already there. The healing that we have is already within. All we're doing is using these tools to help remind us and bring us back into our true nature, which is peace, joy, harmony, and perfection all the time. Thanks for joining me again. Beautiful blessings on your day today.